our young people are drowning in a sea of debt. And that all started with Reaganomics. And, I like to think of Reaganomics as a cancer. Most people don't know that they have cancer, right? Until it reaches some later cancer stage. And at that point, depending on how far it's gone, it can be really hard to treat. In the early stages, though, cancer really typically starts out as inflammation. And then a few cells grow slowly but weird initially. These are the cells that they find early on in things like prostate biopsies and pap tests and whatnot. And then the cells begin to rapidly multiply. They become cancerous. Some gene gets flipped on, and that cancer begins to pick up steam. And as it picks up steam, the cancer takes on more and more of the body's resources. It grows and starts stealing all the body's energy and tissues and fluids and building blood cells into itself. And pretty soon, the cancer completely overwhelms the body. And without treatment, the person dies. That's what Reaganomics has done to our economy. That's what Reaganomics has done to the American people. 33 years of Reaganomics, and now we are on life support. Now, you think that's an exaggeration? Ask anybody under 25. Look at the student loan debt crisis in America. Billionaire banksters and billionaire for-profit school operators are making a fortune off America's young people. The average debt for a 25-year-old American student has risen a staggering 91% just over the last decade, and most of that is student loan debt. Over 38 million Americans have outstanding student loan debt right now, totaling over $1 trillion. That's more than all the credit card debt in America, and all the auto loan debt in America combined. The average is a little more than $23,000 per student. This is nuts. According to a study by Hamilton Place Strategies, by 2023, 9 years from now, the average amount of debt that college students graduate with is going to equal their entire earnings for a year. The median college graduate income for a year. And given that the median individual income in the United States right now is in the neighborhood of $22,000, and we have an average of $23,000 in terms of student loan debt. Now, granted, college graduates earn a little more than non-graduates, and that number is an aggregation of everything. We're damn near there. That same study found that average student loan debt at graduation has increased by 200%. Since 1993. 1993 was when Reaganomics moved from being odd cells to being full-blown cancer. And it didn't always used to be like this. Believe it or not, those of you who are younger than 40, maybe you don't. Because you don't remember a time when Ronald Reagan wasn't president or post-Reagan. You don't remember a time when America was operating under an economic system that was not Reaganomics. But there was a time in the United States when the vast majority of college graduates did not leave campus thousands of dollars in debt. College used to be affordable for most Americans, and students could easily work their way through college and fully pay for it. I mean, just ask any baby boomer. Ask anybody over 50. The number of baby boomers with college loan debt when they graduated, it's nothing. Particularly when compared to the number of students in debt today. But then Reaganomics started to kick in the late 80s, early 90s, and everything changed. Price of college tuition has risen more than 1,100% since Reagan's presidency. Back in 1980, the average cost for a year of college was $8,700. And much of that was paid for by a wide variety of government supports and scholarships. As of 2010, the average cost for a year of college is over $21,000, and most of that support has dried up. And as college tuition costs have skyrocketed, more and more American students have found themselves having to take out student loans to pay for a college education. In fact, since the 90s, when Reaganomics was really picking up steam, when that cancer was really growing, cumulative student loan growth, the number of students taking out student loans, is up over 511%. And then it really hit the full-blown cancer stage. I mean, it metastasized after 2000, thanks to George W. Bush, who put Reaganomics on steroids. I mean, even more tax cuts for the rich, less support for colleges. And so here we have this problem that is almost uniquely American, because the soaring costs of college and the growing mountains of student loan debt, these are not even an issue in most countries, most developed countries. According to the 2010 Global Higher Education Ranking by Higher Education Strategy Associates, the average total cost of a year of college in Norway, including living expenses, was just over $8,000. Probably most of that is living expense. I mean, what does it cost to live for a year? Same with France and Mexico. In Germany and Latvia, the average total cost of a year of college, including living expenses, $6,000. College education in America used to be that affordable. But Reaganomics changed everything. We need to make college education affordable again. And that, in my opinion, starts with a national debt jubilee. We, the people, the government, our federal government, should pay off all outstanding student loan debt in the United States right now to zero. It's just over $1 trillion. And our government could easily pay for it. I mean, that's less money than we're paying for either one of George W. Bush's illegal wars. And a clean slate would do wonders for our economy. But more importantly, let's get back to the ideals of Jefferson and Lincoln, who both worked to make a college education free for anyone who's worthy of it. Jefferson started America's first totally free college, the University of Virginia. Lincoln started the land-grant colleges by giving enough land to colleges all across the country that they could use the income from that land to give students free or nearly free tuition. Thomas Jefferson wrote to James Madison, "Above all things, I hope the education of the common people will be attended to, convinced that on their good sense we may rely with the most security for the preservation of a due degree of liberty." And while we're at it, let's ban for-profit schools from getting any kind of government aid whatsoever. That's the type of government welfare that our society really can't afford. And somebody needs to tell Paul Ryan that. We'll be back.
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
The real welfare queens in America, the for-profit colleges. Kill them off.